Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at your guys' chart requests from over here inside of the Discord. We left off yesterday with SpaceX and RKLB, so we'll be starting here today with Toast and just continuing to make our way down. We will be finishing all these requests here in today's video. We'll also be taking some from over inside of the Discord. I see Michael in the chat. I see Ben in the chat. I see Jeff in the chat. What's going on, everybody? If you guys got those requests, drop those. Before we jump into the requests, I just want to remind you guys that we do have a 1,000 XRP giveaway going on right now inside the Discord. So we're going to give away 1,000 XRP on August 5th. All you guys have to do to go enter for that is go to the giveaways tab. Just click on this emoji right here, and that will get you entered in, and one person will win 1,000 XRP come August 5th, 2026 at 6:36 a.m. Go over there, enter for that, and tap in. What do we got going on today, folks? How's everybody doing? Like I said, we left off at SpaceX and RKLB. If you guys missed that, we covered all these names yesterday, so we're just picking up right here at TOST. That is Toast. A lot of people have been talking about this week. We did get our signal down here at around 25 bucks. It had a nice little move. I like this one still as long as it can maintain 26.50. So we're bullish on it as long as it doesn't print a red dot, right? Our goal here at Overkill Trading is to buy when this wave is down here giving us green dots. Okay, that's normally that most of the time is the best time to be buying if you're a long-term investor like us, a long-term swing trader. So you can see this one came back here in 2023 at $14. It did go all the way up here to 50. So 14 to 50, you do the math, that was around 300%. It pulled back from 50 all the way to 20. You had a signal right here at 26. You had one right down here at 23. It's sitting up here at 28 right now. You just want to see that one maintain that $26.50 level. What's going on, Ronnie? What's going on, John? What's going on, Andre? Hope you guys are doing well. So we're going to remain bullish on Toast as long as the dot is green and as long as it holds on to our 9 EMA there. I like that one. If you want to use a stop loss, like I said, probably somewhere around 26.50 would be a good spot. Michael says, what's going on with SHIB? That thing's just getting rugged. I think this one's just old news. Okay, just going down to the floor. This thing is just extremely ugly. You got your sell signal back here in December of 2024. I can't even say the number, but this thing is down probably 99% since we got our sell signal up there. Okay, and it just keeps going to the floor. I think people forgot about this one. This was the talk of the town back in it was back here in 2021. That's when it first came out. Thing went up like 2,000%, and I think people have just forgotten about it, right? There's meme coins now. There's all this other garbage going on in the crypto market, and people just don't care about things like Shiba Inu anymore. I don't see anyone talking about SHIB anymore, to be honest with you. But it's just, that's very ugly. I think there's some better names to own with better utility. What's going on, Bobby? Hans, what's going on, brother? Yeah, you guys got those requests. Keep them coming here in the chat. I'm taking them right there from the chat as well. We're going to get through all the Discord ones today. We're going to get through these ones here in the chat as well. We got Circle here giving back all its gains it got here from the week. Look at that wick down. That looks ugly. We're just looking for the signal there on Circle. They do have earnings come August 5th. I think once the Clarity Act passes, this stock is going to absolutely rip because they are the issuer of USDC, which is the second largest stable coin on the market, and they're the company that pretty much issues it. So they will very much benefit from the Clarity Act passing whenever that is. I'm seeing all kinds of headlines everywhere. You just can't believe anything you see on the news or online or anything anymore. But right now, $58 is a support level. We just want to see that green dot for confirmation. Again, the last time we got the green dot was back here in February. That came at $59. Pretty much the same price we're sitting at right now is where we got this last one, and it went all the way up to 140. So I do like Circle here. I do have a position on, and I'm looking to add to the position once I get that weekly signal. What else we got? I see one here for Dieter for IBM in the chat. IBM got absolutely smoked. Okay, we got the signal down here in May. We had a couple signals, one right there at 240, one down here at 220. Thing went all the way up to 340, had a bad earnings report and just dumped. So what are we doing? We're waiting for the next signal there on IBM. What else we got? What's up, Ronnie? IBM. Oh, Tesla. Tesla sold off hard today. Very hard sell-off, down 16% this week. They beat on their revenue, but they missed on their earnings. I actually shorted Tesla this week. TSDD is the ETF that you can go short on Tesla on, and that thing's up pretty big this week, 33%. I think I bought that either last week or at the beginning of the week, so that position's up pretty nicely, especially after today. But yeah, I like Tesla because it's back down here into the 4-year average. Does that mean it has to bounce here? Absolutely not. Okay, what I'm doing on Tesla, if I want to put a position on Tesla, I'm just waiting for a green dot. This last one came down here at 350. That thing popped up to 450 and then sold back off. So be patient on Tesla, right? Just because we're into the 4-year average doesn't mean we're going to bounce, even though a lot of the time it does bounce when it hits that level. Okay, let's just be patient, wait on that signal for Tesla. Slow Train's in the house. Bobby's in the house. All rise. What's up, Slow Train? Netflix, still not green. Okay, we had one pop up, but again, anything can happen on an earnings call. The earnings call dumped it, got rid of the green dot, and we're continuing to fall. Just looking for the signal on Netflix still. I like the fact that we're sitting below the 4-year average. Again, let's go back to our cheat sheet here. You guys know this thing like the back of your hands now, right? Okay, what we reference here, what we like to reference, how we know we're getting a fair price for something, okay, is we look at the average. Okay, the average we like to track here. We have 3 of them, but the main one we like to pay attention to is that blue one. That's the 4-year moving average, the average price over 4 years. So when you are trading into it, like price is sitting on it, that means you're getting a fair price. When we're sitting below it, that means you're getting a discounted price. Okay, if you're looking at things from a 4-year perspective. Okay, the only way to know you're getting a fair price is to look at the average. Okay, and we look at the 4-year average here. We're swing traders. We're not day traders. Okay, we're looking for 1 to 6 month setups, meaning every time we take a trade, we're waiting at a minimum of 6 months. So if you're taking a trade today, you shouldn't be looking to take profits till like February. Okay, and sometimes the move can happen really fast. Sometimes it can happen in a month. Sometimes it can happen in 3 months. But our typical time frame is 1 to 6 months. So Netflix is currently down here in regards to the mean. Again, the mean, we're sitting below it. That blue line, we're below it, which tells us we're in despair. Okay, we just need that signal there on Netflix. Okay, wait for the signal. Wait for confirmation. I promise you will never regret it. AMD just not giving. Yeah, Intel beat its earnings. So it still hasn't broken out, though. So you can see the top is still right there at 848, right? We're just chopping around right now up here. Intel is up pretty big after earnings. It's back up to 107, but again, we were back up at 140 back in June. So, I mean, it's only gotten like half of its gains back here. I'm still bearish on chip stocks. I think this is a fake out rally. There's going to be a bunch of headlines. Oh, Intel beat, Intel beat. Retail's going to pile back in tomorrow, and then I think they're just going to dump it back down here probably to 40, 50 bucks. So, again, regardless, I don't want to buy Intel up here, okay? And we don't want to buy AMD up here. Again, why is that? Why don't we want to buy these names up here? Because they're trading up here, right? They're way off of the 4-year average, right? Look at that extension there on AMD, okay? 65% off of the 4-year. Yeah, it's annoying, especially if you bought options to short it, if it's just doing this because it's not going anywhere. You want that thing to break down, which I believe is coming. I don't know when, but eventually the chip bubble has got to crack, right? Nothing goes up forever. You guys can see on every single chart, you could zoom out, right? Every time we have these big parabolic runs, there's always a pullback. So we just don't buy stuff this far off of the 4-year. So we're remaining bearish on AMD there. I see one here for Baba from Dieter. Baba is still hanging in there. Okay, I still like this one above 108. I put a stop loss at 108. It did get the green dot down here at 95. Pumped all the way up to 123. We're still bullish here on Baba. I think that one still looks very good. What's up, Andre? Melly. So this one's, again, sitting on the 4-year. You got your signals down here at 1,600. It's up a little bit. It looks good, right? Remaining bullish as long as the dot remains green. ACHR from the chat here, Archer. That one's also green here on the weekly, so we like that one. Our stop loss on that would be right there at 430. Okay, anytime you get a green dot, you could just use the previous low as a stop loss. That would be down there at 430. Okay, you can put it at 420 or 425. Okay, but ultimately we would be bullish right now on ACHR. The one thing you want to watch is their earnings coming up here in a couple of weeks. What else we got? TrueFi. TrueFi. If you guys could just drop the ticker for me. I think that's true. Yeah. So again, looks like another just awful release of this. Looks like another rug pull. Up above that last week's low looks fine, but I think there's some better names to own. Rise. Rise is given a red dot this week. So again, when you get a red dot, what do? We set a stop loss or we take profits, okay? So I put a stop loss probably right there at 0.006 or move it up to 0.007, depending on how conservative you want to play. I like the fact that it's into the 9 right here. What's the daily saying? Yeah, so I would just make sure it holds on to that level right there at 0.007. I put a stop loss right there at 0.007. And if that thing reverses and keeps going, great. If it doesn't, you're stopped out. You made your gains, right? Green dot came down here at 0.002. That was like a 1,000% move right there. So hopefully you took some profits, right? That was a humongous gainer. 1,200% there off that last signal. Okay, and then it's given some back now. So I definitely use a stop loss at 0.007 there. Man, chat's blowing up today. Yesterday it was dead. I had to open it up to the peasants. I'm just kidding. To the recruits. If you guys aren't a member, you're a recruit. If you're a member, you're a Spartan. What's going on, Brave? What's going on, Caesar? Welcome to the Spartan Army. What else we got? PYFE, PYTH. That's Pyth. That one's still green as well. I like that one above 3.5 still. Still a holder of that one. Okay, just looking for a red dot. What else we got? Soxl, SOXL. That one, it's still in a bearish trend here. So that's just looks like a counter rally to me. As long as it doesn't, as long as it holds 115, it's trying to bounce, but I just don't see it. You got a red dot. You got the MACD cross into the downside. I think the trade is SOXS. Okay, SOXS is the inverse. So when SOXL, when this goes down, right, and why do we think it's going down? Well, because it has a red dot right here on the weekly. Until we get a green dot, we're bearish on it. So the trade is SOXS, because when that goes down, this goes up. Okay, so I still like the SOXS trade even after Intel reporting earnings. I think they're going to hype the crap out of it all day long, all night long, and then I think they're going to pull the rug out probably in the next couple of weeks. But again, that's just my opinion, not financial advice. It just doesn't make sense to buy stocks that are sitting this far off of their moving average, right? We don't want to buy things when people are excited, when people are talking about it. We want to get in before the hype, right? Before the move to the upside. Mara is still red. It is trying to bounce here as well. 1050 is going to be your stop loss if you're still in this one. You should have took some profits up here at 14. It pulled back to 10. It's getting a bounce here. That signal came down there at $8. That was a really nice trade. About 100% move right there. If you guys bought back here during February and April, February through April, during this time down here at $8, nice move up. I would just make sure this one holds on to 1050 here. AIFC, that thing's getting absolutely smoked. So that's right back down to where it was back here in 2023. It's continuing to melt down. I'd probably watch for the monthly on this one. Okay, again, we trade the monthly and the weekly chart here. If you guys are new, I do have a free trading course over here. You guys can check that out for free in the Discord. The Discord link is in the description of this video, and you can also download the trading indicators right here under the trading indicator tab. Click on that link. Takes a couple of clicks, and all these indicators will load right up into your TradingView account. Everything we're talking about today, you'll get the same settings, the same setup. If you have any questions about that, my email's right there in the thread. But if you're new, I highly recommend starting with that trading course over there to learn about our strategy and our approach, because it is a lot different than what a lot of people are talking about today. We are not day trading here. We are not day traders. We are long-term swing traders. Okay, looking 1 to 6 months out on every investment. Bobby says, I'm in the middle of still looking at RCT out of Japan, Article 589 in Japanese law. I'm in deep with this rabbit hole. Send help. RCT, is that a stock? Is that Red Cloud? Is that a stock, or is that something else you're talking about? It's sitting at 21 cents right now. Enlighten us, Bobby. Enlighten us. What else we got? We got Knoxville, Tennessee in the house. What's up, Brave? Good to have you, brother. ZBC, ZBEC. ZBEC, whoa. ZBC, is that what you said? ZBC, oh, ZBEC. I think I'm dyslexic, guys. Are you sure? ZB, I think you mean ZBCN? Thing's still coming down. It needs a signal. Last signal came back here in March. Beautiful trade right there from 0.002 up to 0.004. Okay, just wait for the signal if you mean that. ZBEC. Yeah, I think you're talking. Yeah, you're talking about ZBCN. If you guys could just drop the ticker, Caesar, I'm gonna ban you, dude. Someone. That is so weird, dude. Someone. KTOS. KTOS. I'm not gonna ban you. This looks good. It's got a green dot down here. This is another defense play here. So again, with this Iranian war going on, like I don't think the war is going to end anytime soon, personally. That's my personal opinion, okay? My personal opinion is this Iran war is not going to end anytime soon. I think it's going to drag on, and I think these defense companies are going to do very, very well. And it's pulled back a lot. 135 all the way down here to 47. It's got the green dot. The thing that it has coming for it is earnings next week. So if you want to play that before earnings, it is sitting on the 4-year average. It does have a green dot here. So that does look good, right, for an entry with our strategy. Again, our strategy is to buy when the wave is down here given green dots. And we want to sell when the wave is up here given red dots. And right now we're getting all kinds of buy signals down here at these levels. So again, I don't know anything about the company. They could miss their earnings. It could go down. But if you like this thing, I think it looks like a good price and the fundamentals make sense too, right? The war going on, things like that, right? That's good for these war stocks. So I think that looks interesting. LMT is another war stock here. LMT is Lockheed Martin. Huge move today. They crushed their earnings, absolutely crushed their earnings. We had 4 signals down here at $500. It's sitting up almost to 600 now. So again, that looks very bullish above $500. We'd be long on that here above 500. I think that one has a lot of room to go. I might wait for a little pullback, maybe like the 240 if you're not in it yet. Hopefully you got in on these signals down here at like $500. You're already up significantly, and I think that one has a lot of meat on the bone. Excuse me. PLTR. That one's very choppy. Great day trading stock right now. When you see a stock moving sideways like this, that's normally a great time to be a day trader. But as of right now, I mean, it does have a green dot. It's just very choppy. It could go either way. One of the most overvalued companies in regards to earnings on the market. They got earnings coming up on the 3rd. So I think there's some better opportunities out there than PLTR right now. PayPal on buyout news. Was there more news? Did news get released or something? Must have not, because it's still sitting the same. Yeah, so either that, they haven't accepted the offer yet for PayPal, but we've been buying this one since back here in June and February. Okay, bought it at 40, bought it at 42, had a nice move up here to around 60. The buyout offer is for $60.50. There's a lot of people saying that that's too low. So it could keep pushing up here if they come back and reject the offer or the company makes a bigger offer. They pretty much are labeling that as a starting bid. It doesn't sound like, but from what I've read, that the PayPal board wants to accept that offer. They think it's too low. So I am still holding some PayPal options. I sold all my stock, but I am still holding some options, and I'm hoping it gets rejected because I think PayPal has a lot of potential, especially with all this crypto stuff happening, and I just think they're positioned very well for the up-and-coming, for what's coming, right? All this new financial system and stuff like that. They own Venmo, they own Braintree, right? They own PayPal, so, I mean, they have, I don't know why they would want to sell here, but we will see, and we won't really know until we get that news. And it's got to be coming sometime soon because I got the buyout offer, like, right here, obviously. Boom, big move up. I heard today that someone placed a $800,000 options bet like this week right here, like the week before it happened, and they made like $11 million. So obviously that was an insider. They knew something was going to happen, but that was a huge move. And that person will probably never get arrested or punished or anything like that. So if it was one of us doing that, though, they'd be knocking on our door. The FBI would be sitting right at the door going, hey, what are you doing? FNGD, that one's got a green dot there. This is a inverse leverage ETNs, dude. I don't know what this thing is, but it does have a green dot, so we'd be a buyer of that. SOXS is something you can hold for months. I've been holding it for months. Again, I'm just playing the chip stock. It's pretty much my hedge to the downside, right? If the market turns and goes the other way really fast, this is going to be worth a lot of money. Okay, if it doesn't and this bull run just keeps going up, the bubble keeps inflating. I mean, Intel's already puking back all of its gains even after the beat. I mean, it's up. It was down 2% today. After hours, it's up 5%. So it's up 3% on the day. That's nothing to really celebrate. Okay, I'm still short. Okay, we're still trending below the 9. Okay, and right, MACD crossover again. I'm short. I would not go long chips here. The time to go long on chips was down here. Okay, we bought Intel right here at like 20 bucks. I did. I don't know about you, but I bought it at 20 bucks. I think I sold right here around 50. I took my profits. I was happy with it. Obviously, it kept going. Right? Our job is not to time the exact top. We just want to be consistent with our trades. We want to be consistent traders. Okay, we don't want to go for a moonshot every single trade. We're just, hey, $20 to $50 is 150%. If you're not happy with that, I don't know what to tell you. AEM. AEM is a gold mining company, it looks like. That one just needs the signal. I like the pullback. We just need the signal. RGDL. Wow, we got some gold requests here today. That one's given a green dot, so we'd be buying that one here. Okay, that looks good if you're bullish on gold. Again, gold had a very strong move over the last couple years. Okay, again, signal came back here in 2023. That was the time to buy gold at 1,800 bucks. See that? Boom. Look what it's getting now. Okay, green dots. Okay, you got an easy stop loss right there at 3,900. If gold breaks 3,900, I'd be out of the trade. But right now, that's saying, hey, 3,900 is the bottom. But if 3,900 breaks, we're out of the trade, right? That would be your stop loss level, okay, at 3,900. So if gold starts ripping again, right, gold and silver both had monster moves. Hopefully you took some profits up here in January, okay, up here at 100 to 120. Everybody I talk to who owns gold, they're like, man, my portfolio, what I was at is just cut in half now. Okay, that's because they didn't take profits up here. Again, it's hard to take profits in bull markets, right? Go back to that cheat sheet, right? It's hard to sell up here. Why is it hard to sell? Because things are exciting, right? It just keeps going up, 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 up. You're like, oh, what if it keeps going? What if it goes to 200? What if it goes to 300? Right? That's called greed, okay? And that's why it's hard to sell. And then down here, it's hard to buy because this is when everyone's bearish. This is when the news sucks. There's wars going on. There's tariffs. There's all this garbage getting thrown at us, right? So it's harder to buy because you're like, oh man, like things are just bad right now. Everything's just going to hell, right? So it's hard to buy down here and it's hard to sell up here. I mean, that's why so many people fail at the markets. Okay, but again, I like the pullback on silver and gold here. And again, the waves are way down here right now. So both of them look pretty interesting down here at these levels, which would probably be positive for names like that RGLD, which is Royal Gold. And that one actually does have a signal. And they got earnings coming up on the 5th of August. RCT, oh, reverse carry trade. I don't know if I want to know, Bobby. I really don't know if I want to know about that. But if you want to say something in the chat, I will entertain it. Or in the Discord. I think I've heard you talking about it a few times. I just don't fully understand what's happening, I guess, when it comes to that stuff, the Japan stuff. I am in no way an what do they call it? Economist. I'm just a guy who likes to look at a chart and see if something's cheap or expensive. VYX, this looks awful, dude. It's got a red dot, so use a stop loss right there at 7. But again, we don't really like charts that are going down like this. We like charts that are going up and to the right, kind of like Ethereum. Right? Ethereum is up and to the right here. Okay? Everything's going up and to the right. But I would just use a stop loss on that one, on the VYX. Use it right there at, I just put it at $7. If it breaks 7, you sell it. Okay? Again, you got the red dot. You got the green dot down here at 6. Popped up to 9, pulled back. You just want to make sure it holds 7. What's up, Jeff? Caesar, no problem, brother. Ronnie says ABTC. ABTC. That one's turning the corner. I don't know how you can touch anything Trump right now. I mean, it's probably the best time to buy Trump stuff is just because everything just sucks. Look for the signal on ABTC if you still believe in it. I mean, he just has rugged his whole entire fan base. VLN. This thing's down from 370 all the way down here to $1.70. Needs the green dot. Okay, just needs the green dot. What else we got? Owl from Caesar. OWL. I know these guys pay a pretty hefty dividend. They do have a green dot on the weekly. So, again, that green dot's just telling you, hey, this previous low right here at $8 is the low. Right? That could be false. If it's false, that's why we have a stop loss, right? So the stop loss would be 790 or 780, depending on where you wanted to put it. Again, another one you're probably going to have to hold through earnings if you want to see a move. So just know that you're going into an earnings call, right? And anything can happen on an earnings call. Okay, so 780 be my stop loss on Owl. I know they have a pretty good dividend. Jason, what's going on, brother? Dieter says Microsoft, MSFT. That one's still looking good. Still has a green dot here. They also have earnings coming up next week. Next week, there are a lot of earnings coming out. I think we got earnings from Amazon next week. That's going to be next week. Microsoft earnings. Netflix already reported. Did Netflix already report? Yeah, they already reported. Intel just reported. And Google reported. What's Google doing today? Google ended down. So again, they reported earnings. They beat, crushed it. But guess what? Market doesn't care. Going down. Red dot came back here in May. Time to take profits was at 390 on Microsoft. SQQQ. This is one I'm looking to add to. This is a short tech ETF. So again, everyone's very bullish on tech right now. That's what worries me. Obviously, this thing's just taking a dump, but I think SQQQ is a solid place to if you're trying to short the market. Like if you think the QQQ is going down, which everything is pointing down at the moment. We got a red dot, we got a MACD crossover, right? Everything looks bearish right now. Everything looks like it's pointing down. So I think the SQQQ would be a good trade. This is just a short QQQ ETF. So again, you could short QQQ by buying SQQQ, meaning when QQQ goes down, when this comes down, okay, SQQQ, this goes up, right? This goes up because it's an inverse ETF. So I like the SQQQ trade here. What else we got? 60? What do you mean 60, brother? We got AIFC. Oh, we already looked at that one. We got Novax, NVAX. Still coming down, needs the signal. UPST. UPST's falling off a cliff here. Got the red dot there last week. Broke the 9, pointing straight down. We got the signal back here at around 25. I'd be out of that one here. That one looks bearish. SoFi. SoFi also has a red dot here on the weekly. So what we're doing is we're using a stop loss right there at around 15. 15 to 15.50. Or down here at 14.8 if you're feeling a little less conservative. But it does have a red dot popping, and they have earnings next week as well. So you just want to see, we want to see SoFi hold on to like 14.70. What else we got? RCAT, RCAT. RCAT just needs the signal. RCAT needs the green dot. What is that? SHAZ. Huge move. I can't really tell anything because I don't have any data. If I was in this, I'd be using a stop loss at 58. If 58 breaks, I would sell it. BKR. Baker Hugh. So the wave's getting down there. We're just missing the signal. Last time we got a signal was back here in 2025 at 36. Popped all the way up to 70, and now it's pulling back. This thing is not out of the woods yet. Okay, and they have earnings coming up on Friday. So it is right on the yearly moving average. Doesn't look bad, but again, we want to see that confirmation of the signal. XCN and RSR. XCN, I just made a TikTok on this. So let me see if I can do this real quick for you. Okay, let me see here. So XCN, I just made a TikTok on, but they just launched their new liquid staking. So again, I bought this like back here at like 0.004. So I'm down a little bit on my position. Okay, but I don't care because these guys right now are offering 30% APR over here for just staking it. So you can stake it on their website and earn 30%, meaning they pay you in XCN, right? So right now, as everything's coming down, right, everything's going down, right? We're in the crappiest bear market in history. Okay, all we're doing is stacking more coins. We're stacking more chips, right? As something's going down or sideways, if you can stake it and accumulate more, okay, that's the goal, because then when we go like this, when we go parabolic, and this was one of the biggest winners in the last bull run, if you guys didn't know. This thing went from 0.001 up to 5 cents. If you could do the math in your head really quick, that's 5,000%. A 5,000% move from 2024, October to January 2025, and it's puked it all back ever since. So what I'm doing with my XCN is I am just staking it over here on their website. And Bobby asked me to go over this yesterday. So all you got to do here is come over and connect your wallet. I'm not going to do that in this video, but we were staking it on Ethereum, okay, to get to the Onyx chain. So you can see Ethereum's only paying 7% now. So that just means you're holding Onyx on Ethereum. Okay, what you need to do is you need to migrate it over to the Onyx blockchain. So in order to do that, all you have to do, if it's staked right now, is just hit this migrate button. and then that will walk you through the process. That's what I did with mine. So I have all mine staked on Onyx right now. And the cool thing about that is like it automatically accumulates, meaning it automatically restakes everything. So you literally, it's hands off, right? So you're just earning 30% on whatever you have right now just by letting it sit there. Okay. And then once it goes parabolic, right? Once we have this move higher and the wave comes back up here, we're just going to sell everything we have. Okay. But as of right now, you should be staking XCN right now, right? No question. You should be staking XCN if you hold XCN. It's stupid not to. If it's just sitting in your Robinhood account or something, not earning 30%, I think you're doing yourself a disfavor. RSR has a green dot, so we'd be buying this one down here. This one's at all-time lows. It looks good down here at 0.001. Oracle, I bought this one, I believe, at the beginning of the week. It's down a little bit this week, like 5%. I started a small position on it just because I want to watch it. I'm going to look to go in heavier once I get the signal. We bought this one back here at 140. It popped up to 250. We sold it up here at around 230, 240. Okay, and now it's pulled all the way back. So we're just looking for the next signal there on Oracle. What else we got? I see one here from Shaw in the chat for TEN. TEN, that one has a green dot. So if you're playing that signal, I like to buy the signals down here just because we've had a bigger pullback. I would just use a stop loss at 35 there, Shaw. NMM. NMM. Same thing. Just not my favorite spot to buy. Again, I never like to buy stuff this far off of the mean, right? You're sitting 40% off of the 4-year. We want to buy right here. This is where we want to be buyers. Okay, down closer to the mean. So if you're playing this one, I'd probably use a stop loss right there at like 69 or 68. Did you miss Owl? Yeah, it's green, but they have earnings coming up next week. So earnings is always a gamble if you're looking at things in the short term. If you're looking at things from the long term, right, this is sitting down here at the 2022 lows. So this is the lowest price in 4 years you're getting for this stock. So if you believe in the company and what they're doing, I think it looks like a really good time to be buying. Again, I don't know what their earnings report is going to say. I know they pay an 8% dividend, but the dot is green, so we would be bullish on Owl right now. Is there any videos on how to stake it on the Kraken account? No, there's not that I have, at least. You could probably look them up on YouTube, but the only place I would stake is their website. I would not stake it on Kraken. I would not stake it on any other site except their website because it's more than likely a scam, right? You want to go right to the source. So if you want to find the correct website, I've showed you guys this before. All you got to do is go to coinmarketcap.com. Okay, coinmarketcap.com, and then you want to type in your ticker. So this is XCN. Okay, you can read all about it. You can see their circulating supply. You can see what their max supply is. You can see their market cap, very small project still. And then come down here and you click on website. So when you go over to the website, right, what you want to do is you want to go to launch the app, and then that will bring you right in here to the staking features. So again, I would not stake on Ethereum. What I would do is I would come down here. If you have Ethereum Onyx, you just go to migrate to Onyx. You obviously have to have your wallet connected for this, and then you just hit migrate, and then that will automatically stake everything for you over here on the liquid staking platform on their website. So again, not financial advice. This could go to zero. From what I've read with it, though, I really like what they're doing. And again, coinmarketcap.com. Make sure you're on the right website. You could lose money by not going to the right website. So again, coinmarketcap.com. This is how you always verify a website. You go to whatever ticker it is, right? If you want to see XCN's website, you just type in XCN, right? You come down here and you click on website. That is their real website there. Okay, go to launch app, and then boom, you're right into the staking platform. So I would not recommend staking on Ethereum. I would recommend staking on the Onyx chain, just simply because you're getting 7% on Ethereum and 30% on the Goliath network. So that's how you do that. I would not stake it on Kraken if they have. Well, I guess if it's through their app, that's fine. TTD got stuck in that one. Yeah, TTD's awful. TTD has been terrible. I got stopped out on that one as well myself. And it's just still sinking. I really don't know what's going to reverse this stock. It even has a monthly alert down here, and it's just continuing to fall. So really what I'd look for is for it to break out and close over the 9 EMA. That orange line, you want to see it break out and close above. Like right now, it would be $20. If we can get over 20 and close, great. But as of right now, this thing is just a falling knife. Okay, a falling knife is when we just keep going down, 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 to down, to down, down. I don't know what's going on with this company, but that's pretty bad. And their PE is pretty interesting. It's really low. Historically, it's the lowest it's ever been. Crush the like, Spartans. Just like Bruno said. What's going on, Bruno? What else we got? PEAQ. PEAQ. I believe that is a cryptocurrency. Okay, that one just needs the signal. TRAC. Track got a red dot back here at 4. It's pulling back. You need the signal on that one too. Oh, track is a crypto. TRAC crypto. That one has a green dot. So this one looks good with a stop loss right there at 24 cents. Again, we're down here at these lows. This one's looking decent. Okay, it has our signal. You just need to make sure it holds on to 24 cents. I put a stop loss at like 23, 24 and let that puppy ride. If your stop loss gets hit, you take the loss and you move on. Okay, but as of right now, that is a buy signal. That's telling you that, hey, this 24 cent, 25 cent level is the bottom. Okay, it'll be invalidated if that green dot goes away or you get a red dot. HCA. HCA looks good. I like this one. It's into the 4-year. Again, we want to buy those names into the 4-year average. This looks like a healthcare company. It does have a red dot. So again, what do you do on a red dot? You set a stop loss. Boom. Your stop loss is right there at like 350 or 345. You could bring it down just a little bit. Okay. And I'd be buying this one. Okay. Even with the red dot this week, I'd be buying it with a tight stop loss right there at around 345. Yep, Jeff has a point there. Another thing you can do on coinmarketcap.com is you can copy and paste the contract address. So like if you just go back to Onyx coin here, the contract address is right here. So if you want to make sure you're buying the right coin, you come down here to contracts, you copy this, you paste it into your wallet, and then that's the coin. Okay, but normally if you're like on Phantom, it'll have a check mark or something by it, which is nice too. But yeah, that's a good point, Jeff. Thank you. What else we got? IGV ETF, or IGV. It's got a red dot. Okay, so looks like a tech software ETF. I just make sure this holds on to like 83. Set a stop loss right there at 83. We got our signal down here at 80. Had a nice move up to 107 and then sold back off. We just want to see this one hold on to, yeah, $83 would be your stop loss there. Cat, talking heads on CNBC. Love it. It looks like a short to me. Yeah, dude. Totally. Big time short. Look at that MACD crossover. Of course CNBC is probably pumping this thing. They're probably saying, buy it. Buy it. It's a great buy right now. It's a great buy. Yeah, it's only 48% off the 4-year average. Great buy. Great time. No, it was a great time to buy back here. But I'll bet you my whole entire Robinhood account, Bobby, that they weren't talking about it back here at 277. I could bet my whole Robinhood account on that they were not mentioning cat back here. They only want to talk about it up here at the highs. Remember, guys, the smart money, these guys, okay, the billionaires, the trillionaires, they can't sell unless you're buying up here. So in order for these guys to sell their shares, someone has to be buying the stock up here. Okay, if no one's buying the stock, they can't sell it. And it's the same thing. They can't buy it unless you guys are selling it down here. So when retail's panic selling, the smart money's buying. When retail's panic buying, meaning they're chasing the hype, right? These guys, the smart money, they're selling it to you. So who owns CNBC? The smart money, right? They're owned by a group of people, right? A group of investors, okay? And they want to spew all the nonsense to people on CNBC, telling you guys it's a great time to buy. Way up here, it's up 500% this year. Great time to buy, right? Again, this is why I created this channel. I hate seeing all the lies and all just the lies. I just don't like seeing it. All the dishonesty. And again, this thing is 45% off of that moving average. I would short the crap out of it, like you said, Bobby. Yeah, there is a certain. I use MetaMask. I use MetaMask on Onyx. If you're talking about that, I use the MetaMask wallet. It works with Phantom. Actually, I don't know that it'll work with Phantom. I think you're going to need a MetaMask wallet. A MetaMask wallet is easy to start, though. You just literally create a wallet. And then you send the crypto to that wallet. MAT, this one has the signal. We'd be buyers of it down here. Again, last time we got the signal. Great time to buy there. Great time to buy here. Okay, you're getting the same signal right here. I like this one above 12. That looks good. ZS, this is that cybersecurity company. Again, we're still watching this one. Very choppy. Okay. That's the low right there from April. We called that low right there off these signals down here. 113 is the level we're watching. So your stop loss should be down here at 113. Okay, you could even move it up if you want to, but I keep it down there for the macro. QBTS. QBTS is still sinking. Again, we want to wait for the signal. Okay, these quantum computing stocks have had a really big move to the upside. I like how they're pulling back now. We just want to see that green dot. They also have earnings coming up here in 2 weeks. AMBQ. AMBQ, huge move. Signal came down here at 23 bucks. It went to 92. Okay, that didn't happen overnight, guys. Again, we're 1 to 6 month swing traders, right? So again, that came in April. Okay, and it topped out right here in June. So April, May, June. That's 3 months. 3 months from here to make 150%. Okay, 1 to 6 months out on all investments. You guys will learn all about the trading rules over here in the trading course. And again, if you guys want to download the trading indicators that we use here in these videos, you guys can download those right here in the trading indicator tab. But just keep in mind, we are not day trading here. We are swing traders looking 1 to 6 months out. These moves from here to here typically take 1 to 6 months unless you're in like a very nasty bear market like you've seen with crypto. Okay, most of the time, like if I go to ETH, right, you guys can see I can zoom all the way back here since 2022, and normally we've always had a move higher, right? Green dot, big move higher, right? Green dot, big move higher. Green dot, big move higher. We've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 green dots since back here in December. Okay, so this is obviously a bear market, right? They're just liquidating everybody. They're trying to get everybody out of the market. Okay, that's why it feels like this, right? That's why it feels like despair if you're a crypto investor right now, because we're sitting in the middle of this. And this, according to this chart, is the best time to buy, right? Warren Buffett says, buy when people are fearful, buy when no one's excited, buy when everyone's bearish, buy when there's blood in the streets. I'll go off on a limb and just say after a 10 to 12 month pullback on crypto, again, we got our sell signal on ETH back here in August. Okay, it's August in a couple weeks. So it's been a year, 1 year of just going down, 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 down. Okay, you think people are excited about crypto right now? I'm excited. I freaking love crypto. I don't think it is. I know it's the fastest growing asset class over the last decade. Okay, and I think the bottom's in here, guys. I think the bottom is in here at 1,500 for ETH. That was the bottom in 2025. It ripped up, okay, and we tapped the same level. That is called the double bottom. If you don't know what a double bottom is, pull up ChatGPT and say, what is a double bottom and is it bullish? Okay, and the answer will be yes, it is bullish. Bruno wants to see Alto in the chat. ALTO. Alto is ripping. It's got a red dot here. I'd be taking profits, my friend. Okay, that one got the signal back here in April at 87 cents. That's a 500% move. I'd be out of it. I'd be taking my profits right here, right now. Okay, the MACD's crossing over. You got the red dot. A lot of red flags on that one. They do have earnings here in a few weeks. But that looks like a great place to sell or at least trim some. We got NAIL, N-A-I-L. NAIL is still coming down. Okay, that one's having a hard time getting over the white line, which is the yearly moving average. You got the signal back here at 36. I just think home builder stocks are awful right now. Okay, look at Home Depot selling off, right? These names, like, just not a good time to be a home builder. Just not a good time with rates where they are. Homes are historically the least affordable they've ever been in history. And yeah, I just don't think it's a good time to buy home builder stock. So I would avoid NAIL here. We got ServiceNow. This one's selling off pretty hard. It had a nice little move off its earnings, but it's giving it all back here. Okay. Yeah, they're selling off. Is Intel still up? Intel's just hardly up. It's up 3% on the day. What else we got? SoFi. So NAIL, I'm sorry, now, right? Now we're just chopping around right here. You don't want to see now break down below 80 bucks. That would be really ugly. And it does have a red dot here. So I put a tight stop right there at like 80 on the stop loss for now. It did lose its 9 EMA. Okay, it went up after earnings, but it's just getting sold off. So up above 9 or up above 80, I still like it because, again, that's where the last signal came down here at around 82. So as long as this level holds, we're still bullish. It's just choppy. Okay, but if it breaks 80, things could get ugly there for ServiceNow. We got SoFi, S-O-F-I. Again, we already talked about this one. Again, setting a stop loss. I put the stop loss at 1450. 1450 on the stop loss off the red dot. They got earnings next week as well. Oracle, ORCL, we already talked about this one. Okay, we bought it back here in March, had a nice trade. Now it's giving it all back. Just looking for the signal there on Oracle. We got Netflix. We already talked about Netflix. Baidu, B-I-D-U. Okay, this one looks like it's bottoming right there at 100 bucks. It does have a red dot at the moment, so you just want to see another green dot pop up, and you don't want to see us break down below 100. So pretty easy stop loss right there at $100. If you're in this, if it breaks 100, I would sell it because more than likely we will continue the sell-off. But as long as it holds 100, right, you should be holding your position here if you entered off this last green dot. Up above 100, I still like that one. XCN we talked about. We got ICP. ICP needs the signal as well. $2 is a very big level for ICP here, guys. You guys could see we bounced at 2 right here in October. We bounced on it right here in February, and we're bouncing on it again right now in July. If $2 breaks, ICP will be in big, big trouble. Okay, a lot of people will get liquidated if $2 breaks. So I definitely set a stop loss on ICP at $2 if you're in that position, hoping for a green dot to pop up here in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Kava and SG. CAVA. Coming down hard. Okay, need the signal on Kava. SG, also coming down hard. Need the signal. That's bearish. Bearish with a capital B. FIS, that one's green. It does have a green monthly, so if you're playing the green monthly, I'd put a stop right there at 37. 37 on the stop for FIS off the green monthly. The last time we got one of those was back in November of 2023. It went from 53 up to 91. And yeah, you just want to see that one hold on to 37 there. We got XAU, that's gold. Gold's given the signal here. So I think we just talked about this as well. As long as gold can hold on to 3,900, it looks decent. But it needs to hold that $3,900 level. That's an easy trade. That's a very, very low risk trade there with a stop loss at 3,900. Dieter says GGLS. GGLS looks good. This looks really good. This is the Google Bear ETF. So when Google goes down, what does this do? This goes up. Okay, so again, signal came back here at 51. That thing's pumping. Okay, looking for the red dot here. Google did sell off very hard today after its earnings, and it's looking like that move's going to continue to the downside. Again, we're going to be bearish on Google until what? Until we get the green dot. All these green dots for Google have been great buying opportunities. That was at 150 back in April. It popped up to 190. This one was right here in April 2026 at 290. Popped up to 400. Okay, let's be patient on Google. I'll look to enter Google, okay, once we get the signal here on the chart. But until then, we're bearish, and we would be wanting to buy things like GGLS. Okay, looking for entries on GGLS. This looks good. Stop loss right there at $54 for you. CAG. COG Brands. God, this looks terrible. I mean, I don't like stocks that look like this. If you like it, you're playing the monthly here. That actually doesn't look bad on the monthly chart. I just make sure it holds on to 13. These guys have decent earnings. I don't know why their stock got absolutely cratered, but I'd make sure that one holds on to 13. We already covered ICP. We got CLSK. CLSK's bouncing pretty nicely. That bounced really nicely off that 4-year there. I still like this one above 12. It does have a red dot here, so you just want to use that stop loss at 12. Again, signal came down here at $9. Went up to 19. That was over 100% move. Pulled back to 12, and now it's reversing. You could even move your stop loss up to 13 on this. I put a stop loss right there at 13. Again, if you sold the red dot, though, you sold somewhere around 18. Okay, so stop loss at 13 for CLSK. I wouldn't be looking to buy it, but if you're in it, I'd put a stop loss at 13. Again, time to buy was down here at $9. You guys get like one good time a year to buy your assets, right? And that's always on these green dots down here. Okay, always on the green dots down here. So, what else we got? ENPH from Shaw. ENPH is coming down. Again, need the signal on ENPH. SEDG. Solar Edge. Coming right back down. You guys can see how that white line is acting as support for this. Okay, so it's touching it right now. Okay, so again, if you want to follow that trend of how it's bouncing on that white line, right, this would be a good time to buy. I don't see a green dot yet, though, and they got earnings in a couple weeks. I've heard a lot of positive things about solar energy. I've heard it's going to be like the future. As time goes on, these companies don't really make any money yet, but with all these AI data centers and stuff like that, we're going to have to get our power from somewhere. So SEDG doesn't look bad here. I would just want to watch that 38. As long as it can hold on to 38, I think it looks good. I'm going to actually add this one into my watch list here. What else we got? ANETA. ANETA. I don't see that one. FLR. You got a ticker for me, Hans? FLR is giving the signal down here as well. We'd be a buyer of FLR down here. Over here in the Discord, we got KLAR. KLAR. Red dot. So what are we doing on a red dot? We're setting a stop loss somewhere. I put mine at probably 1650. If it breaks 1650, I'm out. I'm taking profits on this. I'm trimming some right now, right? Selling 25, 50% of my position and then setting a stop loss for the rest. XDC. That one's got a green dot. That'd be a buy. That's bouncing right back here where we bounced in 2024 before this one absolutely ripped. I like that one a lot. We got the verse of the day here from Slow Train, Proverbs 6:6-8. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Slow Train says the ant works when work can be done. Summer is preparation season. Harvest is gathering season. Winter eventually comes. The ant understands seasons. Preparation today creates provision tomorrow. I love that, dude. So what he's talking about there, if you guys are new, right? We refer to ourselves here as farmers. We should refer to ourselves as ants as well. Okay? There is a season when you're a farmer to plant a seed. Right? There is a season when you are a farmer to plant a seed. So let me just go to Bitcoin's monthly chart for you to show you guys this. So you go to the monthly chart, okay? Where would you be planting your seeds on this chart? If you were a farmer, where is planting season, okay? If you look at this chart, the lows always come when the wave's down here, right? The green dot has called the bottom here on the monthly chart of Bitcoin since all the way back in 2015. In 2015, Bitcoin was trading right here at $230. It went all the way up to $20,000. It then pulled back, gave you another signal here in 2019 at $3,000. It then carried on to 67. So, and then after that, obviously pulled back here in 2023, $18 all the way up to 130. Okay, and now it's pulling back. But look where we are. Would you guys say this is planting season or harvesting season? Okay, again, planting season is down here. We plant the seeds on the dots, plant the seed, plant the seed, plant the seed, plant the seed. And then up here is harvesting season, right? The time to buy is not up here, guys. Up here is when everyone's excited, right? Bobby's watching CNBC and everyone's talking about Bitcoin up here at 125,000. It's the talk of the town. Everybody just buy Bitcoin. It's the future. It's the best thing to ever be invented. It's the greatest thing to ever come, right? That's the sentiment up here. Down here, no. Planting season, no one likes to work, right? Like that verse says, you sluggard, right? Get to work, right? In the hard times, our noses should just be down. We should just be in the field planting seeds during this time. When this wave is down here, we're planting seeds. We're like the ant, right? We're gathering up. We're gathering up our provisions, right? For when the winter comes, which the winter in this case would be, right, harvesting season, which when the wave is up here, okay? So again, planting seeds down here, harvesting up here. You got to have patience. Patience is a biblical attribute, okay? Patience produces fruit. Okay? Don't try to get rich quick in the markets, guys. That's a really quick way to go broke. If you're trying to get rich quick, you're going to go broke quick. Okay? Be smart. Okay? The best time to buy, the best time to plant seeds, gather your provisions is when everybody else is exiting, when everybody else is selling, when everybody else is being a sluggard, right? Right now is the time we have to dig in. We have to double down. We have to stay focused. We can't go chasing other things right now, right? This is the best time to buy crypto right now. It's not going to be in 6 months to a year when everyone's talking about it, right? That's when everyone else is going to be buying crypto. What are we going to be doing? We're going to be selling. We're going to be taking profits when this wave comes back up here. Love that one, Slow Train. ANET from Hans, ANET. Yeah, waves up here. We're not looking to put a position on this. Time to buy this was back here in 2025 at 60. Another good time to buy right here in, that was March. Okay, up here just doesn't look as good. Risk to reward is just not there. IOVA. Ripping. Okay, again, time to buy was down here at $2. It's sitting at 5 now. Looking for the red dot there on IOVA. What's that? KVYO. KVYO. That one had the signal down there at 14. Looks okay here as long as it can hold 1350. And again, guys, you can gather some provisions by entering the giveaway over here. If you guys haven't heard, we are giving away 1,000 XRP over here in the giveaways thread. If you guys want to enter for that, we did give away 1,000 last month. We're doing the same thing this month. So if you guys want to enter for that, you guys can join the Discord by clicking the link down in my description. Click on this emoji right here, and that will enter you into the 1,000 XRP giveaway. What else we got? SEI and Filecoin. SEI just sinking. Needs the signal. Filecoin, I believe, popped the weekly. It did, and it looks like it faded away. What's the monthly saying? So Filecoin, again, been a rug pull ever since the top. But if you still believe in the project right now, I mean, it's at all-time lows. So if you're buying something at all-time lows, it's the greatest time ever to buy. It's literally the best time ever to buy Filecoin right now down here at 72 cents if you believe in the project. Toast, we already covered. QS. QS is another quantum play here. Selling off really hard. Again, everyone's excited about quantum up here in harvesting season, right? Okay? Everyone's harvesting up here. Everyone's buying it up here in harvesting season. They're trying to plant seeds up here in harvesting season. What happens? Boom. Get wrecked. Okay? This is when we should have been planting seeds down here at $3. Okay? Right there, boom, $6. That still popped up to $9. That was still a 50% move. Okay, you got the red dot, and it's selling off hard. Holy cow. Again, these quantum computing companies have zero revenue. Okay, I never buy a company that has zero revenue. Okay, we want to buy businesses. Okay, businesses that are producing revenue, not zero revenue. So I would avoid that. My favorite quantum computing play, as you guys know, is IONQ. Okay, these guys actually make money. Okay, they're actually doing very well. Okay, one way to tell if a company's doing well is you look at their revenue. So I can go all the way back here to May, and I could see they were making $7 million a quarter. Every 3 months, they were making $7 million. Then they were making 20. Then they were making 40. Then they were making 60. Then they were making 64. So when a company's earnings is going up, that means whatever they're doing, their business is growing, right? So IONQ, I would much rather play than QS. QS just looks like, it looks awful right now. So if you want to buy QS, just wait for the signal. SE, I wouldn't try to catch a bottom here. Okay, SE looks good still. Again, time to buy was down here at 80, sitting at 100 right now. As long as this thing can hold on to 93, I like it. Okay, just the bottom of that wick right there. Okay, 90 to 93 is where I put my stop loss on SE. UMC, yuck. Okay, red dot, ugly. Sell it. Sell it now. RR, that's Rich Tech Robotics. Looking for the signal. Okay, that's back down to an interesting spot. The same spot we hit here in 2025 at about $1.50 before it went up to 7. It's right back down at that same level. So looking for the signal there on RR. That one looks interesting. That signal will be called out, by the way, over here in the Discord under the weekly alerts tab. We call out all the alerts over here in the Discord and even have a thread that tells you how to trade each and every signal. So RR looks interesting. It's at an interesting level. This is a robotics company. Again, a company that has a little bit of earnings, but not much. So those robotics companies are just like, right, they're just kind of up and coming. But I'm a believer that robots are going to pretty much take over the world one day, unless someone takes out the grid. So I think robots will be a very big sector here come probably the next 5 to 10 years. ONDS, I made a TikTok on this today too. Again, the last time we got a signal down here was in May of 2025. That came at 80 cents. It went all the way up to 16. That was a huge move. It's pulled back quite a bit here from 15 back to 7. This is a drone company. Again, they're benefiting from, they are benefiting from the war. Obviously, wars are fought with drones. So looking for the signal on that. I think this looks very good here above $6 though. Nike. Nike's holding on by a thread here. Someone asked me what I put for a stop loss on this today. I put it probably at $39. Put it down here at like 39, maybe 38.70. Okay, somewhere down there. Probably 38.70 on the stop loss if that breaks down. If that breaks down, that's going to be very brutal for the stock of Nike. I mean, this thing's gone nowhere but down for the last 4 years. 180 all the way down to 40 is brutal. You want to see that one hold on to like 38.50 on the stop loss there. What's going on, Digi? And that is it for the Discord requests. So if you guys still got them here in the chat, go ahead and drop them, but we are through those for the week. I will be reopening those requests soon for not next week, but the following week. Quick announcement, I will not be live next week. I am going on vacation with my wife. We're going up to the cabin, and we will be hanging out. So I will not have access to my streaming devices. So all next week, not going to be live. The following week, though, we will be back to normal schedule. So chart requests will be closed. I'll probably be taking some on social media, though. Maybe I'll take an hour or two out of our day to answer some chart requests if anything's developing in the market or anything. But next week, I will not be live, guys. We will be, my wife and I are taking a vacation. So we will be live the following week, though. What else we got? KMB. Yep, I bought KMB yesterday. I like it a lot. It's got the monthly green dot. It's got a weekly red dot. So I'm playing it with a tight stop loss, like right here at like 104. So the red dot, I mean, I'm playing the monthly on this. I'm not playing the weekly. I'm playing that, hey, this is going to hold on to this support level. If it breaks, I'm stopped out, big whoop. But right now, we're just bouncing right on the 9 EMA, which is very, very nice, okay? If we can get a green candle next week and continue to move, I think the monthly looks good, and these guys pay like a 6% dividend. Plume, Plume. Yeah, get those chart requests in, guys. I'll stay on as long as you guys keep requesting charts. Plume looks phenomenal. It's got a green dot there on the weekly. I think I dropped this on Monday. This is one of my favorite picks right now. It has that green dot. These guys are going to benefit tremendously as well from the Clarity Act. They are a big RWA project here. They're sitting down here at a $50 million market cap right now. I just like it a lot. It's got the green dot. It's breaking over the 9. I think that one's going to absolutely explode here in the next couple of weeks. Bobby says, David Sullivan, Goldman Sachs CEO, says it's time to advance the Clarity Act. Yeah, I agree. It's time. Make it happen. Pump my bags. And let's do the dance. MELE still looks good here. It's got a green dot. As long as that one can hold on to, I'd say 1,700, it looks good. 1,700 on the stop loss. ZTS, Bobby's close to pulling the trigger. ZTS is sitting down here at 70. It looks good. As long as it hold on to 70, I think it looks good. PENG. PENG. It's got a red dot. Yeah, we're very bearish on that. Okay, I'd be taking profits like now. Or you could set a stop loss right there at 52, but I would definitely be selling PNG. Okay, again, we don't buy when the wave's up here. We buy when it's down here. Jeff says, Overkill takes vacation. I work. Oh, come on. Take your bride out, buddy. Go take your bride out for a vacation. That's all I see here for today, folks. So we will be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last live stream for a week. And tomorrow will be the watch list. So we got through all those chart requests. All those videos are posted over here for all of you guys that requested stocks. We just went right down the line here. So you guys can go check those out over there in the live request thread. If you guys need me, hit me up in the Discord. I'll be over here. Again, if you're not in the Discord, that link is down inside the description. We'll be watching the news for anything more developing on the Clarity Act. If you guys need me, just hit up support chat here. And Wolfman's asking, I'm curious where I put my chart requests. So right now, the live requests are closed. So I open these once a week for a couple days, and then you have the opportunity to put those requests in. So right now it's closed. You'll get a notification when it opens back up, and you'll be able to put your requests in there to be answered here on these live streams. Jeff says vacation in October. Good man. All right, folks, y'all have a great evening. God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow back here, 2 p.m. Pacific time, right here on YouTube. We'll chat then. Peace.